Hi everyone, welcome to Professional IAS. Today we'll be talking about 27, 28 and 29 February, 15 minutes, 15 current affairs. So all those students who are watching me for the very first time, so this series of 15 minutes, 15 current affairs, we have been doing from last 1 month. Make sure that you also complete that. They are very, very good current affairs, comprehensive coverage of it. It is important for UPSC and all other examination. Okay, and those students who are watching me now, please pause the video and see that these topics you know or not. If you know all of these topics, then skip the video and do your preparation. If you don't know, stay with us. It will be a very, very, very fruitful session for your examination point of view. Let us start our lecture. Let us talk about ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. Okay, they are involved in two important areas of work. One is space exploration. They will send some spacecraft in the space and try to see what is happening in the space with regard to sun, other planets, galaxies, so on and so forth. Another one is they are involved in satellite technology. They launch satellites so that we get applications of broadcasting, communication, INSAT, GSAT, remote sensing, okay, and also what navigation. So ISRO is involved in both space science and space technology development. Since its inception in 1969, established during the period of Indira Gandhi ji, okay, 124 spacecraft mission ISRO has launched, 17 satellites developed by the private players that also ISRO has launched, and 432 foreign satellites also ISRO has launched. With regard to this slide, these are the various important events of ISRO I have covered in a YouTube short. Yesterday I uploaded the YouTube short on these three important images. Make sure that you see that short. Just go into the YouTube short section, you will find this. Okay, but I'll just give a important gist of this particular slides. So 1975 is the first time India's first satellite was launched, named as Aryabhatta. Okay, then very important satellite has come in the year 1987, that is called as S-ROS satellites, basically a satellite for scientific research and observation, not for application. Till 1987 there is no application is there. Okay, one communication satellite was launched in 1983 at the time of we have won the first cricket world cup. Okay, then 2005 cartography is nothing but mapping high resolution images. We should get it, like what is the border area of India, whether the coastal area is shrinking or not. That kind of mapping high resolution places and images is called as cartography. For that purpose, a CartoSat was launched. 2008 Chandrayaan 1 was launched, which was a successful mission, and we have discovered that precursors of water molecules we have found there. Then again, you can see Chandrayaan 2013 we had launched Mangalyaan Mars Orbital Mission. Then you can see here Chandrayaan 2 was launched in 2019, which was a failed mission. It was a lander, orbiter, and also rover mission. Then again you can see that Chandrayaan 3 was also launched in 2023, successful mission. So we were became one of the fourth country to launch our spacecraft in the darker side of the moon, that is the south pole of the moon. Remember this. 2023 we also launched a Aditya L1 mission. L1, with regard to this I have told in the previous 15 minutes 15 current affairs what is the meaning of halo orbit, what is the meaning of Lagrange, all that. L1 means Lagrange. Aditya L1 is a solar exploration, remember this point. It's not a space exploration mission, it is a solar, means it will study the sun. 2024 ExpoSat, this going to be launched by the ISRO. Basically investigate the polarization of X-rays, and also it will study 50 brightest objects in the universe. 50 objects which are like twinkling, which are like shining, no, it will study it. NASA ISRO mission, NASA ISRO SAR satellite. N means NASA, I means ISRO. So synthetic aperture radar. So with the help of radar, they will take the images. Remember this point. This is a radar technology. For this purpose, government has given 12,505 crore. It is expected to launch in this year only. Will be placed very near to the Earth, that is a low Earth orbit, also called as neo Earth orbit. It is an observatory. You remember this point. It does not give us any application of communication, etc. So and so forth. It just observe the space. Developed by NASA and ISRO. In just 12 days, NISAR will map the whole planet. Offers us spatially and temporally consistent data. Spaces means in the world, what is the temperature here, like spaces, in between the spaces, what is the temperature difference, high temperature, low temperature, what is the cloud formation, etc. So spatially and temporally means temperature consistent data it will take with give with regard to ice mass, vegetation, sea level rise, what is the groundwater levels, and also give us the information with regard to natural hazards like volcanoes, landslides, tsunamis, and earthquake. So these are all the applications of NISAR. Please remember this. Don't forget. SPADEX. This is another important mission of ISRO, and for that purpose, government has given 124 crore rupees. This is how it looks like. Again, to be launched in the year 2024. Applications in human space flight. Okay, it will give if a human beings are launched in the space, how they will be, they will be assisted by this particular SPADEX. Okay, in space satellite servicing and other proximity or operation. So this SPADEX will generally help the people who are there in the space. ISRO is developing the twin spacecraft mission known as SPADEX or space docking experiment to measure technologies related to orbital rendezvous, docking, formation flying, and other proximity operation. You might be aware of this fact that in my last video I have also talked about ISRO is going to launch Bharatiya Antariksha mission by 2035. So when we launch it, we need to have the technology how to dock one module after another module, right or wrong. That's why this PADEX will give us services with regard to the satellite imaging of the various operations that we do in the satellite. It will not give any applications to India as such, but it will help the people who are there in the space station and help them how the orbit Reventus is nothing but how the orbit is there, how it is moving around the orbit, up, down, etc., how it is docking. All that facilities will be given by these PADEX. Okay, two Indian mini satellites of 200 kg satellites named Chaser and Targets would be launched as a co-passenger also as a part of SPADEX. Along with SPADEX, two co-passenger satellites will be there. One name is Chaser, another one is Targets. They will also go into the different orbits. Currently, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle is set to launch the the space docking experiment. The nothing but SPADEX. This is SPADEX means SPA means space. DEX means docking. EX means what? Experiment. And you know that ISRO launches all the satellites from the Satish Dhawan space station located in Sriharikota, Nellore district of AP. Then we also, with regard to this, a very proper video I have created. Please should see that YouTube short. Bharatiya Antariksh Station. For that purpose, Government of India has allocated 8,290 crores. Expected to be launched in the year 2028 and to be completed in the year 2035. Because when you launch a space station, no, you don't launch all the spacecraft at once because it is too huge. A rocket cannot take it. That is the reason small parts of the rocket will be sent and they will dock and will become one big space station in future. The first module will be sent in 2028 and we will complete the Bharatiya Antariksh Station by 2035. Okay, so that you can see here 2035. The preliminary model of the station is expected for the establishment by 2028. With the developmental test will begin from 2025. We will start experimenting on this particular building of the station. Then the larger final version of India's space station we will launch in 2035 with our Indian astronauts will be there. That particular module will be launched and our space station will be completed. Then Gaganyaan, for that purpose, government has allocated 9,023 crore. For this purpose, also a separate YouTube short I have created with the full information. Please go and check. It is going to be launched in the year 2024 per se that they have told. Okay, but later on, ISRO recently, 2 days back, ISRO said that we are going to launch in 2025, not this year. It is the first ever human space mission. So, Indian astronauts, 4 Indian astronauts, the names also I have given in the YouTube short. They are going in the space 400 kilometers above the Earth's surface because Earth is round. So they are going above 400 kilometers and will revolve 5 to 7 days in the space. That's why it is India's first human space mission called as Gaganyaan. H1, why do we say human? Human space mission 1. Okay, we thought that we can send by 2024 because of COVID. All the plans has been postponed. Now we are going to send at 2025. The second unmanned mission known as G2 mission, Gaganyaan 2 mission will be launched in the second quarter of 2024. The second mission new date is not given. First date mission is anyhow given to us. Okay. Now Shukrayaan, for this particular mission 500 crore rupees was given before. Now 1000 crore rupees were given. Expected to be launched in 2031. So we are launching from Earth to Venus, a satellite we are launching. So basically there is some important scientific principles are there to go to Venus. Okay, so you can see that ideal window for launching from Earth to Venus is every 19 months. It is very easy to launch the satellite or the spacecraft to the Venus. It is the scientists are telling like that because of some kind of principles that they know. We don't need to know about it. Okay, every 19 months, it is easy to send a spacecraft from Earth to Venus. Okay, And that's why government has got like dates. 2026 they may launch, 2028 they may launch, 2024 they may launch. So three important years are given. So every 19 months we are getting these years, so we may launch in any of these years, like that the ISRO has said. However, the more ideal window to launch the spacecraft to Venus comes after every 8 years. Okay, every 8 years. Okay, what will happen? The spacecraft will take very, very, very less fuel, and it will, because it will become very near to Earth when it is orbiting. No, when the Venus is here, Earth is there. It is Earth orbit. Okay, here Venus is there. Okay, Venus will come to this particular place. The very less distance will be there, and it is very easy to launch and save our fuel. So that's why a very clear window, the scientific window that they have created. Shukriyan is a mission to Venus. Okay, Project 75I. I here stands for India. Remember this point. Nothing but whenever you come across Project 75 or 75I, nothing but submarine development project. Nothing but what? Submarine development project. Okay. So what happened is, India's flagship naval initiative means we want to develop more and more missile submarines for the security of our country. Project 75 1 75I has been launched. South Korea first said that we will build missile this submarine for you, but South Korea later on withdrew that we don't want to build submarine for you, like that they told. Now Germany and Spain, both countries are contesting, and they want the tender of building a submarine for India. Okay, and approximately 5.27 billion rupees has been given to this particular mission, Project 75I. Six stealth submarines. Stealth is nothing but in order to the submarine can protect itself from enemy radars. If that feature is there in a submarine, we call it as stealth feature. Okay, six stealth submarines equipped with air-independent propulsion means does not depend on air, outside air. So air-independent propulsion system, that kind of submarine we want. It means we are saying very clearly that we don't want our submarine to come into surface and take the air as oxygen and go back. We want a technology where the submarine can move under the water for months and months and does not resurfaces for fueling and fueling. So with the latest technology which are already in there, we want such submarines for us. We already had Project 75. This is Project 75I. I means India. Project 75I, also known as P75I, it is a military acquisition initiative by Ministry of Defense. Basically, here all our submarines will be diesel electric. Okay, and attack submarines. Attack means they have missiles, etc., bombs. But with the help of missile, we can attack the other enemy. Okay, with fuel cells and air independent propulsion system. On this technology, we want our submarine, and we will give to Indian Navy so that our submarine combat capabilities will increase. Getting my point here? Yes. Project 75I, the latest project to develop submarines for our country. It is a follow-up of Project 75, which was a previous project we had. Project 75 was conceived in the year 1997, okay, for the construction of two indigenous SSK submarine known as Type 1500. So Project 75 was like that. This is Project 75I. Okay, right. Okay, so there was a glitch with regard technical thing. I have cleared it. So Project 75 was conceived in 1997. Okay, Project 75I is recent one. 75 was there a long back in 1997 only. We wanted to have two indigenous, means we want to develop our own submarines, and we call that type as Type 500. The tender to build this particular submarine was given to Mazagon DAC Shipbuilders Limited, or Government of India company, and with the help of France collaboration. The normal submarines are there, no, they run on diesel or electric, means either diesel is over, means they will run on what, our batteries, just like mobile batteries. Okay, called as what? Scorpion. We already have Scorpion which can run on diesel and electric. Under Project 75, the Scorpion class submarine was built. They are having good stealth features, advanced acoustic absorption techniques, low radiated noise levels, okay, long range guided missiles underwater are called as torpedoes here. Tube launch anti-ship missiles are also there. Sonars in the uh, in the air, outside the water we call the detective systems as radars. Within the water we call the detective systems as sonars and sensor suits. So the very good Scorpion class submarines we already have. However, electrical batteries power them. They need to surface every 48 hours to be recharged. So they have to come up again and they have to recharge it. Like that all was there. our new 75I, okay, submarines. We want them to be what improved than before submarines, and that six submarines will can stay inside the water up to 2 weeks. They don't have to come again and again every 48 hours. So the new submarines which we are building in Project 75I will stay underwater for 48 hours. These submarines may even be larger in size when compared to the previously built Scorpion class in Project 75. Genome India project was approved by the government in 2020 with the aim of creating a comprehensive database of various genetic variations of Indians. So Indians are having lot of caste, lot of religions, lot of race, lot of ethnicities there. So all our genes may not be similar, may be similar. So we wanted to map the genes and the features of majority of the Indians, so that once we are aware of that genetic codes and what features or what expression they give any particular individual, we can develop drugs, pharmaceutical, nutraceuticals, and vaccines on that particular aspect. A map of genetic diversity is essential for understanding the history of our evolution, discovering the genetic basis for various diseases. Remember this point. Genetic Genome India project objectives are these are all objectives. Okay, we cannot do this just by having the data with regard to international database, because Indian genomes are likely to be different from the other populations of the world. Square kilometer array. It is nothing but international effort to build world's largest radio telescope. It will be 1 square kilometer, means 4 side 1 kilometer. That big square array kilometer. Array is nothing but the number of radio, the one by one will put the radio telescopes. No, that is called as array. Array is nothing but arrangement. This the square kilometer array will not be a single large telescope, but a collection of thousands of disc antennas operating as a single unit. The antennas are about 200 of them in South Africa, and more than 1,30,000 will be there in Australia. Okay, and they will generally start in where the population is not there, chosen to ensure that they are away from the human activities. Once operational, SK would be between 5 to 60 times more powerful than most advanced existing radio telescopes at this point of time. So it will become very, very advanced in future. All the antennas of Australia and South Africa will work together and will give us what whatever is happening in the universe. India has decided to formally join this particular project, an international scientific collaboration working to build world largest radio telescope. Chicken curry, know all about the traditional craft from Lucknow. This is how the chicken curry works look like. You can see here embroidery is there. Okay, fabric they will make on the fabric. It as a muslin is the fabric here. Okay, muslin we also we say. And also nowadays they are doing the fabric embroidery also on what cotton. It is inspired from the period of Noor Jahan. Okay, so these are some of the important features of chicken curry. You can go through these two slides. Whatever I have told you, the apart from some more information will be there. You can go through by yourself. Then WVS, Vishorat's missile system. India developed it. What is it? V means visual, short, range, like that. So we will understand it. India conducted two successful tests of the indigenously, means we only developed man portable air defense missile system. Man portable is nothing but we as individual can use the missile directly, just like Race 3 Salman Khan was using, no, like that. We can destroy a aircraft, we can destroy a drone, we can destroy a helicopter with the help of this particular V-SHORAD's missile. DRDO conducted the successful test. The V-SHORAD's missile full form is very short range, short range air defense system. Okay, they can hit the target up to 6 kilometers from about where you are standing. Up to 6 kilometers it will hit the targets, and they have already tested successful in Chandipur. That is a missile testing range of our country, Chandipur, from Odisha. These tests were carried out against high-speed unmanned aerial targets. Like a high-speed aircraft was sent or moving like this. Okay, we launch a this Vishorat's missile, and it was able to intercept and destroy it. So any high-speed unmanned aerial targets were there. It easily intercepted, and the mission has met its objectives. Vishorat's has been designed and developed by Research Center Imarat in collaboration with DRDO. Very, very, very important point. Remember this point. Yeah, this Vishorat's missile incorporates new technologies. Novel means new, including miniaturization reaction control system and integrated avionics is there with the help of sound also. They can, with the help of sound, they can easily, with the help of their flight, they can detect, they can move, etc. The missiles are propelled by dual thrust solid motor. No liquid or gaseous propellant is there. Only solid motor is there. Neutralizing low altitude aerial threats. Low altitude means up to 6 km. If any enemy aircraft, helicopter is going, we can easily hit and destroy them. And 6 km is a short range. That's why we call it as very short range. International Big Cat Alliance India to establish a global network for conserving tigers and other big cats. PM Modi has launched this alliance at an event commemorating 50 years of Project Tiger in India in April last year. For the conservation of 7 big cats, tiger, lion, leopards, snowpard, cheetah, jaguar and puma. The UN cabinet has recently yesterday has approved rupees 150 crore rupees for 5 years for this IBCA project also we say. It is initiated by India, remember this point, and we asked 50 countries to be a part of it. All the countries are okay for it, and we are going to conserve the big cats. INS Jatayu in Minicoy Island, you might be aware of this fact that, so here you are having what Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep is having many islands, and a very far island is there, Minicoy. Here Maldives will be there. Okay, Lakshadweep and Minicoy are separated by 9-degree channel. Minicoy, which is a part of Lakshadweep only, it is separated by Maldives with the 8-degree channel. As because Maldives has asked all the Indians, Maldivian government has all the Indian army to go back to country. So we feel that we need to have our bases, naval bases here in order to secure our country. That's why the Navy will be formally inducting its okay aerial marvel. Aerial marvel, you can see that this you can fly the aircraft also. So MH-60R helicopter will be sent under the INS Jatayu. Okay, with the help of that, we can we can have a very good anti-submarine warfare capabilities. MS-60R Seahawk multi-role helicopter at the INS Garuda. So INS Jatayu will carry MH-60R helicopter. Okay, INS Garuda will carry again MS-60 Seahawk. So two naval ships we are sending. On the two naval ships, we are deploying helicopters, and in the Minicoy Island, if any threat is there, they will take care of it. Civil Defense Day. World Civil Defense Day observed annually on March 1, that is today, focusing on promoting the significance of civilians' defensive strategy, protecting individuals and their belonging, like how to prevent ourselves in natural disaster, accident, or any other unforeseen emergency. The civil society should be trained off. International Civil Defense Organization was established in 1972. India's civil defense is the largest community base in the world. It is a India's civil defense organization is largest in our country, and it was functioning during the World War period also. And we have made an act for the governance of the civil defense associations with the help of an act called as Civil Defense Act in 2009. According to this act, apart from its primary character like protecting themselves, civilians from natural disaster, accidents, etc., they will be trained anyhow in this area. They are also having additional role during any disasters. One-liners you can see here. Iran has launched a satellite called as Pars satellite. Already they have launched a missile called as Khan. Okay. And NASA's one satellite is there called as timed satellite. It is about to collide a Russian defunct satellite. A Russian satellite is there which is not working. NASA timed satellite may collide it. That is due on March 1st. India has more than 40 listed UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the most famous out of which is Taj Mahal in Agra, which is also considered as one of the 7 wonders of the world, is also there under the World Heritage Site. I hope this is all clear to you. Please do like, share and subscribe, and do enroll in the courses.